$100 for a handgun, a rifle, or a shotgun, and it's $200 for an assault type rifle, which we've had several today. And a lot of people are like, well, why should people give up their guns and that kind of stuff? And our thing is, a lot of these weapons that we're getting are, stuff that's been left behind by family members or relatives, and stuff that people are just kind of storing in their closet, maybe. The last thing we want to do is, just not in San Jose, but across the Bay Area, there's been an increase in residential burglaries. The last thing we want is for somebody to become a victim of one of these burglaries and have these firearms end up in the wrong hands and on the street. It's a great time of the year to be doing this because it's holiday money. It's $100 or $200 depending. And there's also, we really haven't put an official limit on, hey, you can only bring in a certain amount of guns. I mean, we had a couple of people drop off 4 or 5 handguns, so now they have $500 to do whatever they. So for example, like this gentleman here is dropping off, and the other thing that's what we ask to do is for people to bring their firearms and their weapons in the trunk or in the cargo compartment of whatever vehicle.
Take them out, take a look at it. Sure.
Last year, when we did this event, we had some people bring in some very valuable weapons that were collector's items or vintage type stuff, and we told them, hey, this is worth some money. You might consider doing something else with it. So it's nothing that we're just looking to get things for our department or anything like that.
No, everything is disposed, tagged and disposed of correctly and documented.
Exactly.
Well documented.
It's almost like if we were receiving evidence. Everything is tagged, inventory. We'll know exactly what we have. So these are our property specialists. These are where firearms are coming in. Oh, we have, the last I heard we had 7 assault rifles. So now we have 8. So this is an SKS assault rifle with a high capacity magazine on it. The interesting part about this one is it actually came with this bayonet affixed to it, which if you don't think about military, that's just meant to, close quarter stab them and kill them. So obviously this is something that could do a lot of damage in the wrong hands. And these types of weapons, this SKS in particular, we were giving people a $200 gift card instead of the normal $100. Obviously these are higher priority weapons. This is something else too. This is a round that comes out of this rifle is meant to kill. And that's why the militaries use them. They're not shooting anybody to injure them or give them a little hour. So something like this, again, in the wrong hands, can do a lot of damage. Probably 2 weapons that have killed the most people in the history of the world are probably the AR-15 M16 and the AK-47. And here we have 2.
It's a trigger lock, yeah.
That's where we're at.